All very kind of rudimentary things. Valeera, are you being serious? She just wandered over there to pick a herb for me and pulled another pack. Can't be doing that on a tier 11. Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Thursday. I'm not very used to saying that. Welcome to a brand new stream. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Mekex. Hi, Lof. How is everyone doing today? My closed captions are on. When I sat down and put my headphones on just this moment, I had both lo-fi music and WoW music playing full blast in competition with each other, so I should fix that. We are going to have game sound. Oh my god, I've got Premiere Pro open. That's gotta go. Chunking my bandwidth probably. Hi Siri, hi Jess. Top tier Boomkin DPS. I was surprised at how much DPS I was doing yesterday. For context, I just summoned my Siri on my phone. Happens every time. For context, our guild had our first raid night yesterday. It went pretty well, in my opinion. We did almost every boss in the Void Spire. We got sub 10% on our last pull of the Crown of Cosmos. Crown of the Cosmos. How do we say that in British English? Crown of the Cosmos. I've never thought about how to say that. How weird.
Crown of the Cosmos.
Well, yeah, okay. That. So we nearly finished the whole raid. On Sunday it dies for sure. I did in no way get 40 PI. Right. I didn't get a single one. They all went to you.
Get all of them. Connected to the night. You got 4 in 6.
Y'all got this, I believe. Thank you, Jess. I tell you what, that last fight is so overstimulating. There's so much going on. It's very cool, but it's like, oh, stop! It's like relentless. But we like know what to expect now, so it's less overstimulating, I guess. We didn't get round to the Dream Rift though. I haven't touched Chimeras yet. I hope the season's going well for everyone. The plan today is to use up the last of our bountiful coffer keys. I have exactly one. I thought I had 2. I've got 1. So I guess we need to just find a bountiful delve, Sunkiller Sanctum, or the Grudge Pit. Let's go to the Grudge Pit. What story do they have? Arena Champion. Oh, also, we did start the stream with a follow. Ovrak, thank you very much for the follow. I don't know if that happened while I was live or if it was just before I went live, but it was 12 minutes ago and I've been live for 10, so it would have been just before. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it if you are here. I didn't... Oh no, I did get something from Raid. What did I get? Boots? Dominar's Dire Treads? Yeah, I got like an off piece. I'm pretty sure I got these boots. Well, we're item level 248. I still need to get rid of 1 blue piece. I got shoulders and then logged on this morning and realized I had a pair of shoulders in my inventory that I were better. So I'm no longer wearing them. Well, there were two. No, I clicked need on two shoulders. Anyway. My item level last night was 246, I think. I've done some upgrading and some mythic zeros this morning, so it's gone up a little bit. Yeah, you have your left shoulder and your right shoulder. Exactly, right? I think I'm going to take some inspiration from MechX and do the last bountiful on a tier 11 just because we have the means. Also, upon delve completion with lives remaining, a gilded stash will appear in the treasure room. And we've looted 0 out of 4 of these this week, apparently. Because I haven't done a bountiful 11. Let's see if we get horrendously humbled. Oh, okay, Valeera. I was going to have some food, but we can just get straight into it. That's fine. Nope. Yeah, this feels okay. Pretty funny that you can get to heroic raid item level with single player content. It's nice, right? It's a nice alternative. I would certainly recommend, from first-hand experience now, please don't do delves in groups unless you want them to be horrendously scaled, take forever, and you potentially die. I did like 2 delves with Loth and 2 guildies earlier. Awful. Awful. They were bountiful tier 8s and they took forever and we all died once. The scaling is so whack, considering this is a tier 11 bountiful and we're fine. The single mob nemesis is easy, but watch out with the packs. 3 dogs. 3 dogs dot hits insanely hard on 11. Yeah, I was noticing that the pack mobs feel worse with this nemesis strongbox thing. The dogs were what killed us in our group delve earlier. And they just don't die. Everything has so much HP. Very wonky scaling. This feels good. Kinda wish I'd done the rest of my delves on a 11 for the bountifuls now, since I've used all of my keys, but we've learned for next time. How's everyone's Thursday going? How have your weeks been? We need to beat stuff up. You got it. Oh, speaking of the dogs, I've only pulled 1 dog, actually. That could be good. Gotta watch out for shale bombardment as well. Avoidable, but it does hurt a lot. I've worked a little bit on my Plater profile, and I'm finally starting to feel actually happy with it. I need to update the link in my spreadsheet, actually, because I have an import string of my Plater profile if anyone wanted to use it. but it's technically outdated now because I've worked on my frames so they actually do stack correctly now. It was a really ridiculous setting that was very hard to find to add them vertically in a specific way. And I've also aligned my dots to anchor to the left of the frame rather than the top, just with the stacking nameplates in mind. Everything's just a bit clearer, a little bit bigger. I increased the alpha on my target highlight so I can actually see more easily which mob I'm scrolling over. All very kind of rudimentary things. Valeera, are you being serious? She just wandered over there to pick a herb for me and pulled another pack. Can't be doing that on a tier 11. Vote to kick Illyria. Not Illyria. Valeera. Blood elf names. Is it crazy of me to say I kind of wish you could opt out of your Delve Companion gathering for you? Or, you know, let them gather but make them not pull? Is that like a really unfair thing to ask? You can't even get... Oh, sucks that we get capped on 6 keys per week. You can't even get more key fragments for the next week. Yeah, I guess you got to think about it as like... If you had the ability to do it all now, you'd run out of content to do even sooner, and then you'd just be bored. Oh my god, no way, Gav is my absolute lifesaver. Gav is a legend. I don't know if he's in my stream right now. Look at this beautiful thing. He crafted my Alhara lantern for me at max rank. I put that up to craft at the end of yesterday's stream, and until now, no one had made it. I was like, ew. Right. 272 lantern. I even have a main hand ready to go. Look at that. 251. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Gav. W Gav. Valeera, be so for real. She put in like crazy. What is she doing now? She is all kind of bugged. Let's continue to beat stuff up. Yeah, it's these guys that are really scary. Oh! Okay, another thing I didn't realize Valeera will do. I just pinged it and she just face tanked it. Okay. Apparently if you ping, Valeera is just on smoke and she just beelines straight for whatever you pinged. What is happening with her today? Borrowing recovery? I think not. Yesterday she wandered into a completely different room and pulled an elite. She's just feeling crazy, you know? That's so wild of her. I find that she pulls quite egregiously in the upstairs of Collegiate Calamity, where you can go in the rooms and go up the ramps to disable the wards or activate the wards. I just never seem to run out of mobs that just aggro onto me after a while when I've been in combat, because she just invites more people to the party, apparently. Well, off she goes. Honey, I do have herbalism, but thank you very much. Surprised how stupidly easy it is to gear up. From hitting 90 to full raid gear within 2 weeks is pretty nuts. It's nice, right? And then you two. The rest of raid yesterday was pretty good. I hadn't really prepared as much as I usually do or would like to, because usually I like to at least watch some kind of video on the bosses just so I can see what mechanics look like rather than just reading them, and then I can see how to deal with them before I actually get to a point where I have to deal with them. Because sometimes I'm a bit prone to panic when I'm just targeted by something in raid. But it went okay. Loft's made a very cool Google Doc with the tactics that he wants us to use. So I've been studying that. And I mean, he's also a very good raid leader, so his callouts help a lot, even if you have no idea what the boss is going to do. I feel like they went okay. My damage was pretty good. Although I did do something really embarrassing right before raid. I seem to be one of the only resident alchemists at the moment, and it was going to be my job to make the cauldrons. Currently I can make file cauldrons, and I'm close to being able to make potion cauldrons. But I hadn't read the tooltip of the cauldron that says, prepare a cauldron with 40 charges for party and raid members to take a cauldron of a file of their choice, based on how many of the recipes you've unlocked in your warband. I said, oh, I've unlocked one, and it's the Haranir file of finesse, which is a profession file. So that's not really going to work, is it? That's embarrassing. That was after I'd already crafted the files, and then a message had to go out like 10 minutes before raid to say, can everyone please just provide their own files today? I felt so bad. I had one job. Oh well, I've learnt a bunch now, so for Sunday hopefully I'll be more prepared. The tactic for every fight, make it dead before it makes you dead. That does work 100% of the time at least. You had 2 jobs, you did the other one really well, do big deeps. I'm honestly surprised to see that Moonkin is in such a good place on single target. Never did I think I would see the day, because I thought I was just a Starfall robot. It is good, like, having Starfall. For example, the Council boss fight, the second to last one, and the Dragons, the one before that. Having Starfall on the entire fight for those encounters is very nice. But I mean, I was doing pretty good damage on second boss, which apart from the little mites, is single target. I'm also doing well on single target in boss fights in M+ or M0s. That never used to be the case. It was always that I was pumping on trash mobs, trash packs, because there's loads of them and I can, again, just press Starfall. But bosses I just used to fall off. Not anymore, apparently, but Moonkin's been getting a lot of buffs, which is probably why. It interrupted my cast. Wait. Wish I could dispel diseases. This is really annoying. You get like randomly stunned for a couple seconds at any point. I'll take the Dream Scepter, why not? Not the Dream Scepter, the Clever Scepter. I definitely need to improve on my eclipses in Raid, and I knew this would be a problem. Because they changed Moonkin to have active eclipses, you have to physically press Eclipse, and you only have 2 charges with a 32-second recharge time. There are times where it feels inevitable that you're not inside an eclipse, which feels horrible after playing Moonkin for so long with just like built-in eclipses. Just have to try and optimize, but we've only done 1 raid night so far, so we'll get there. Getting quite a few of these sky shards. I have 32. Well, I'm gonna need quite a few to get that mount. Meanwhile, I yeet purple orbs as arcane because once Blizzard requires full set for fire to even work. Oh. Oh. Yeah, but you got all those PIs, Siri. Siri's passes got invalidated because he got PI'd too often. Which is hilarious. Oh, this is that room where I pulled everything by accident. I can't be doing that on an 11, surely. I did not even ask for them. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. I'm just kidding, Siri. Maybe our priests just really like you, and they believe that regardless of your class or spec, you just deserve to have PI. I would take it as a compliment if I were you. I didn't get a single PI. To be honest, I wasn't expecting them. Oh, I need to be collecting these samples. I'm gonna do a bird's eye camera while we do these because the circles are a little bit tricky to see. Or they just haven't updated their macros? Nah. So excited about this offhand. That's crazy. You have a sample and you have a sample, so Damn it, I could have rooted the big one. Oh no. Yep. Now my trees are on smoke. I just can't win. Weird that I can't dispel the battle roar, because it is like an enrage. If we have time today, it might be nice to maybe do a couple things on my priest as well. Just because I actually managed to do one Mythic 0 on her before the season started. It was a bit stressful just because she has quite low item level for Mythic. She's very low 220, I think. But she's going to get very little upgrades from Heroic now. So maybe she could benefit from doing stuff like, I don't know, some seasonal Mythic Zeros, maybe even non-seasonal Mythic Zeros that give the 240 loot. And then if we can get enough item levels, she could benefit from LFR, because I'm not really going to raid on her very much, or at all. Hi, Bowman. No, you're all good. Don't worry at all. Raid went really well, thank you. We played the Void Storm. Void Spire. I always get that wrong. And we almost cleared every boss. We cleared everything up to the last boss, and then we got the last boss to 3% on our last pull of the night on normal difficulty. And then we logged off for the night because it was 11 p.m. server time. So we're going to raid again on Sunday, at which point the last boss will die, because we'll only have more gear and more confidence. And then the plan is to work on the Dream Rift boss next, also on normal, because we didn't do him at all. And then we can try looking at Heroic. And we'll probably keep farming normal for a few weeks to get tier and stuff and good trinkets. So it was very good, thank you. There were a lot of people. A lot of raiders. I don't think I've ever raided with that many people before. Ooh. Next rank of the Time Lost Edict. Got some shoulders we don't need. We can sell this stuff now. Sell the shoulders. Okay, so we didn't get actually anything. Got some warbound stuff. That's a shame, but great vault rewards in it. Yeah, 3% was a shame, but it only really gives us reassurance that we can 100% kill the boss, you know? Just because it didn't die. We're not like disappointed. It just means we're excited for Sunday because there's no reason for it not to die now. Plus, if we don't manage to kill it like immediately, it's the only boss we're working towards until it's dead, so we have the whole evening to progress it if need be. Got 10 item levels alone just today. That's crazy, Siri. I heard you were online very early. No judgment, you know? I need to deposit these in my war bank. And that was all of our keys? No, I could... Wait a minute. Currency. Okay, I can't get any more shards or keys. World quests are awarding me offer key shards. I'm guessing I just get Marl if I complete them now. So I won't worry about that. Okay. The other plan was to do some Mythic Zeros. I was running them with some guildies earlier, but we might have to pug the rest that we need. I need quite a few. Current season. I've done Magister's Terrace, Mysara Cavern, Skyreach, and Seat of the Triumvirate. So I'd still need Zenith, Spire, Algathar, and Pit of Sauron. So let's half. I think I'm like fully capped, Siri, is the problem. Like things that could reward stuff. I think I'm physically incapable of carrying anymore because I'm at my weekly max. I don't believe you can like get extras, although this doesn't have a limit on it, it seems. Maybe I should do that. Interesting. One thing I find hilarious is how desperately Blizzard is trying to make new players not play the War Within expansion. Sorry, I don't know. I've got like a frog in my throat today. What is going on? I keep clearing my throat. I do apologize. You won't get any keys or fragments anymore? I tried. Weird. It would be a bit clearer if they would at least put in the currencies tab that you've hit your maximum, like it does here. Because my problem is I've lost count. There's 4 bountifuls a day. Six keys a week. Oh, bruh. Okay, well, I've definitely maxed that then, haven't I? Because we did... My memory is awful. I just did one, my last one. And then I did 2 this morning. That's 3. Did we do 3 on stream yesterday? We probably did, didn't we? Still do bounties, just no keys. Yeah. Honestly, just do tier 11 delves if we wanted to. Good Valeera experience. Anywho, let me pop this in my bank.
Are you planning a purchase? Treat my wares.
Okay. There is a ring I would love from Algathar Academy, and I know at least how Algathar works on Mythic. Unless they've changed things, but I doubt it. Xmas has arcane orbs, bombs, fissures, and a tank buster. Germination. This is all the same, isn't it? Yeah. Let's try an Algathar, shall we? Dungeons. Algathar. Gosh, no one's online. Maybe you can still get some from caches. I didn't get any and did all my weekly stuff. Yeah, I am tempted to do my special assignments. It's a good shout, Siri. I just assumed that I couldn't get more. A Fabled Veterans cache does sound like something that could have a key in it. Or you can't loot a key.
No.
It's made from the shards. Okay.
That's fine.
Ignore. Ignore. We can worry about that the rest of the reset. We've got all week.
Takes about
I would love an ability to track that. Unless...
zero. Covered.
Okay, yeah, fair. I think I didn't get invited. Rude. Leather stack. Double mage. Athena core. Hey. Oh, I should probably transmog this offhand, huh? This is looking a mess. Oh, I had it already. It's just not. Here we go. Chicken. $254 item level. I could probably be 256 or 257. Damn, I'm still behind. Look at that. 252. You guys are doing so well. The group is here. Do I actually have an Algathar teleport? That's a negative. Okay. I'm getting lost already. I'm still getting lost. Nope, it's this portal. I just need to go further out. My bad. I've only taken this portal once so far. I'm in M+ talents. I've actually been enjoying being Alun's chosen for Mythic Plus again. We were Keeper of the Grove for basically the whole of the War Within, I think, which is the spec you use your trees in. So I do miss my trees, but otherwise, it's okay. I'm 66. You got this, Bowman. Is everyone in war mode? I'm going inside. You guys are scary. Have you fixed your chromie time issues, Bowman? I think you mentioned that you were on the last chapter of the story and you really wanted to know what happens. Ooh, I should probably take mastery, shouldn't I? Such little haste. I'll take mastery. Oh, that's crit. I should remember this. Bronze is
How wonderful.
haste. I think blue is mastery.
Quite some time since the academy has been open.
It feels so funny being back here. It feels like we only just left. Too late, Siri. Sorry. I'll take haste next time. 8% haste. That's embarrassing. Although our new stat prio is mastery crit haste verse rather than mastery haste, according to the brainiacs. Oh, I vortexed. I'm sorry. I thought I was being helpful. Packs like this feel horrible as a Moonkin. Let me get set up and then we can do it. Like, give me a head start and then I'll perform. We caught up.
Perfect. We are just about. Wait, Ichistra's.
I'm on the post-launch stuff, but I'm not strong enough to solo it. Did the final raid, but then apparently there's more hidden campaign quests. Level in the War Within to do that. But Blizzard aren't letting me play the War Within. They just sidetracked me into doing Legion campaign quests somehow. Oh, you've been on a very strange sounding trajectory. Well, once you get to 80, you'll be doing midnight stuff, so that should help. Just iron itself out.
Thank you so much for your help.
I've looted so many cloaks.
Could have been avoided by
Haste verse.
not trying too hard.
Someone's got a 272 cloak. Look at you. 246, 246. I don't think anyone needs it. think it's because they don't want people to play it, but I'd rather have done all of the War Within before going into Midnight. Don't know, it seems like a nightmare to track it all. Hopefully once you're kind of done with your first character, the game shouldn't treat you like a brand new player anymore and you'll have a bit more agency, because it sounds like the way it's been for you so far is you've had very little control over where you're leveling, and that has honestly made it more difficult. Sounds very counterintuitive in my opinion, but I don't know. I have no idea what the brand new player experience is like. Would be kind of cool to have a brand new account just to see what happens. Double survival hunter. Interesting.
Alright, now we need to clear out the big one. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is talent toss for you soft skins. Use them to get her attention.
Weird little boss, this one.
At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
Oof, that was a big damage amp. We ate. Should totally do that as an experiment someday. Yeah, it would probably make for a good like YouTube video, wouldn't it? Is trying out the brand new player experience as an experienced player and giving feedback. But then again, like, I don't know. Maybe being an experienced player would mean I would be able to tell what would be confusing for a new player and what wouldn't, because why do I have aggro? I guess after you've played the game for so long, issues with things like chromie time, you sort of are so used to it that you just can fix it very quickly. Whereas having, you know, multiple expansions quests in your quest log, for example, is probably very confusing. If you ever need more specific help with stuff like this moment, feel free to share a screenshot in the Discord of your quest log. Just like open it like this. Mine's gonna look very different from yours, but this panel here will show you all of the quests that you have, usually categorized by location or function. We can probably help you better if we can see exactly what your quest log looks like. It's kind of hard to diagnose the problem when we can't like physically see it. Oh, it's empty right now. That's probably for the best. Usually, my next step would be to go to Chromie. What might be beneficial is to double check if you have the ability to ask to be returned to the current timeline. And then pick a new Chromie time from there which you will need to based on your level. I tried the experience for fun. It's really not good. It's decent, but does not teach you anything. Fascinating. I'm curious now. Look at this single target damage. So crazy. Please give me ring. No. I think it's Veximus that drops the ring I need. Platinum Starband. Womp womp. Maybe it will be in the vault. Definitely not in Chromie time, because you can only be that up to level 70, and I'm past that. Oh, I see. Okay. So 70 to 80. War Within, surely. Yeah, you shouldn't be in Legion. But like Mekex said earlier, the start of the War Within campaign does take place in Dalaran. Which will be the Legion version of Dalaran, I think. I remember this pack being a bit of a nightmare back in Dragonflight. These nameplates are so much nicer. I'm so happy I found the setting I needed. I do like Plater, but the settings are so labyrinthine. I just have no idea what I'm looking at. But it's fixed.
Greetings, new. Who are you? You are not registered here. This room is only for students. Hence, these are sacred halls of learning. Only those registered may access them. Learn from this. Merit points for you.
I don't know in Chosen of Elune if I should always be pressing Starfire. I probably should. Even when I'm in CA and I have Solar Eclipse. So I have a talent that makes my Starfire stronger, sacrificing the fact that I can't enter a Solar Eclipse. So I think I meant to just press Starfire.
I cannot put in the chat now.
Watch me get the star. Now that I have my 272 offhand. Okay, I didn't, to be fair. Needing on this beautiful bookcase. I do have one already. I don't care.
Oh dear. It seems
Well, we didn't get the piece we needed, but we got some quests.
all were a bit extreme.
And I lost on the bookcase too.
Help in getting the school ready.
L. I'll have to look at these settings too. Not a fan of dots on top of stuff either. Are you using Plater MechX? I can help you figure it out if you are using Plater. If it's default, then I'm not sure. Let's see if we can have a look. In fact, I like to go to the training dummies for this so that we can actually see it in action. Later. I found my tracking of dots in buff settings. I don't love that you can test them because that looks ugly. But I have, under Aura Frame 1, the grow direction is left and the anchor. So this is what puts them on the side rather than on the top. So if I have my Moonfire on this, and then I put this on... oh my god, I'm screwing up so bad. And then put this on top. It grows up there, which I don't want, so I'm just going to put it on left. I don't know about Aura Frame 2, like what this means. When enabled, auras are separated, buffs are placed on the second frame, debuffs on the first. Oh, I have it disabled anyway. I only really care about tracking my own dots on something, so I don't really need the second one. What else did I change? I like customized the actual shape of them so they kind of align with the health bar, so it looks a bit neater. I think that was mostly it, to be honest. And then the stacking. For some reason it's in advanced. client settings CVARs, and then nameplate overlap vertical and horizontal, which is locked when you're in combat. Very nice to have that figured out. I feel like I can actually see what I'm doing in keys and raid and stuff. Okay, well, I think Algathar was maybe the only one. Oh, Zenus too has something that I need from it. I forget what. Probably the chest. Yeah. Profiles. Share profile. These strings are so long. Oh, my plate import string is 25 pages in Google Docs. That's crazy. Updated 1903 2026. W aura. Hmm. Hmm. Weak aura has a lot of stuff for such thing, but I don't need 99% of the stuff, so kind of bleh to grab such a big add-on for one little feature. Can you still get weak auras? Is it just that certain weak aura strings are no longer compatible? I just removed them when we got told about the add-on changes. I thought, well, better get used to the default cooldown manager gal. And actually, it's fine. It could use some improvements, but again, it's just something to get used to, isn't it? Shall we find a group for Zenus? M0 fast. Sure. Oh, Mechex, you talked about the combo point thing in Plater. I saw that somewhere. Search. Oh gosh. I swear I saw an option to put combo points on the frame. Do you see what I mean about how overwhelming this is? Probably enemy NPC. Oh, maybe, is it buff settings again? Because it's like tracking combo points? Buff tracking, buff special? Oof. Ghost auras? Nope. Combo points, there's a whole section about it. I missed that. Use Plato resources? Uh, I don't have any cat form abilities, do I? I have shred. Let me see if I can quickly test this. Because I have not noticed if I've got combo points on my... I don't see him. Wait, why am I taking damage? Oh, because it hit... Does it hit me back? Oh my god, it does. That's crazy. Target dummies hit you back in melee? That's so crazy. I'm leaving. I don't like that. Tank dummies hit you. Oh, this is a tank one. Tanking. I see. Oops. Let me try not to get kicked. Okay. Well, there is a section about combo points. I just... Maybe you have to have this enabled. Use Plato resources. I have a feeling maybe it's by default hiding the Blizzard ones because you're using Plato, but then you need to enable the Plato ones themselves. But also, I searched combo. You'd like to think that the section combo points should come up when you search. I don't know, just a suggestion.
Hurry up those repairs. If we aren't careful, that will be all of us.
Hi, Ariella. Happy Thursday. How's it going? Doing some big pulls in this group. I'll see you later, Bowman. Have a nice time. What?
Vito.
Mechex was asking about tracking combo points in Plata. And there is a section for combo points. I just couldn't seem to actually get them up, but I got distracted because the training dummy started hitting me back and I didn't realize I was hitting the tanking dummy. And I got summoned for a dungeon. So I think I just need to tick use Plata resources and it will show.
Maybe. I have not.
I'm not just talking to myself. Loft just asked me if what I was looking for.
Don't forget to send the condiments.
I even tried to turn off all add-ons and to get the Blizzard resource thing to work. It just does not show up at all. Weird, because I remember that obviously default UI does have combo points tracking on the nameplates.
My vision has never been
Strange.
clearer, Dothraki, but I don't want to believe it.
Thanks, got the ruddy spore glider. Oh, amazing, Oriella. It's such a pretty mount. Congratulations. Usually I'm not a fan of the kind of mana ray almost mounts, but it's a new model and I like the glowy hips on that mount. And I like the way it flies. It's got that new Dragonhawk model skeleton. They fly very gracefully. Nice. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. The weather has been absolutely grand in the south of the UK so far this week. We hit 18 degrees Celsius this afternoon, which was very exciting. Wolf and I went out for a nice walk. I think the weather's going to change now, sadly. From like the weekend onwards, I think it's going to get more overcast and a bit cooler and rainier again, but it's been nice to have a little teaser of the summertime. And yeah, the season's been good so far. Feel like I've progressed quite well. We did our first raid night yesterday, which was good, pretty productive. 5 out of 6 bosses, but almost 6 out of 6 in one night. I don't know if you guys have seen the cutscene at the end of the Void Spire. If you have, probably best not to talk about it openly here, but I like gasped. It was very cool. One that isn't attached to the unit frame on the nameplates, but I would like a separate bar for combo points. Oh, I see. You actually want a separate thing. I may not be able to help with that in that case. I thought you just meant tracking it on the nameplate. My bad. And did you say that the personal resource display didn't work, MacX? Because I believe with the edit mode function, you can pick up your personal resource display and move it around. But I never used the personal resource display. I personally don't like it, so I haven't got it enabled to test right now. This Demon Hunter tank is doing so much damage. Let's send a CA. Burn phase, burn phase. Ooh. Rip. That's crazy.
You got the last conduit. Make sure to send them over.
I tried, does not show anything for whatever reason. Did not feel like completely resetting my UI and resetting all add-on settings and stuff. Personal resource display. Where would I put mine? I have like no space to put mine anywhere. Maybe like, maybe there's an add-on that can track combo points. I feel like a rogue out there must have made something cool like that. I don't know. Oh, straight on it. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious me. My damage is going to suck on this boss, I think. Cool. I don't think we got any loot from this dungeon. There is Slice Admiral for rogues, which is what dot focus used to be for feral. Can't seem to find a simple replacement for dot focus. That's annoying.
It's over. Come through the portal.
What's left? Current
I
season.
heard the
Spire and Pit. So I guess let's try Spire. M0 Chill. That's got 2 healers in it. Has 2 other druids in it. So does this one and this one. People are loving druids this tier. This one has 3 paladins in it. Pearl seems better after the tuning, but it's still missing all the skills they took away. I'm happy you can still like have fun with it in that case. It's not a completely like dead spec. But stripping a class back does feel pretty bad. It took a little while for me to get used to Holy, because if you ask me, they were already pretty streamlined. And then they took even more abilities away. But now I don't really mind it so much. I'm kind of the same as you with Feral. I think everyone just flew themselves.
peak.
The priest was about to just fly straight into the portal. I'm missing 3 main rotation skills. Feels bad. Yeah, that does feel bad. Holy Priest has had basically all of their AoE healing taken away, and instead you just... the stuff that was single target is AoE. So we only have Holy Word Serenity now as a Holy Word heal. We don't have Sanctify. Sanctify. You can spec into it, but apparently it's suboptimal. And instead, Serenity is AoE. But it's pretty strong AoE, which kind of makes up for it, I feel like. Oh, it's double Moonkin. Friendly competition, anyone? I just assumed it was Feral. I don't really know why. Oh, interesting. Honestly, not ideal to have double Moonkin in a group because our interrupt is on such a long cooldown. Yeah, pulls like this make me fear doing Mythic Zeros on my priest right now, because I think she would struggle. I kind of booked that for my tank. I'm very sorry. This has been like one big pull.
To Sylvanas once. I'll need it.
Oh, the Warlock's just face tanking their ghost. Yikes. Oh.
Sylvanas was
I don't know if I have Abyss piece from this dungeon.
wanted to be worshipped. Come, let's find the next relic.
Took most of Feral AoE away. Your Shadow, you can probably handle tier 8 delves for gear. Maybe. Do you reckon? She's only 220 something item level. But I guess with Valeera as healer. Could try Valeera as tank and just heal it.
Of our family.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Days tending to the gardens here, but the wilderness has overtaken it now.
Oh, my vortex expired. I'm sorry.
No.
My priest has felt really squishy so far. I'm hoping it's just a gear thing. But compared to my druid, she's just been struggling.
That's right.
I think Shadow Form doesn't provide armor anymore. Didn't even consider that it did in the past. It must have done. I mean, I feel like I'm always using my Vampiric Embrace. I know Madness heals you a bit. I have Desperate Prayer. I put Shield on myself, it falls off immediately. Great. Yeah, Shield feels bad. Maybe they've just made it kind of exclusive to Disc Priest, which... fine, I guess, but... means I don't have a huge amount in the defensives department. Dispersion doesn't really feel like a defensive because you go invulnerable. You can't do anything yourself. Hi Taranis, how are you? I always forget that boss doesn't actually die.
She reminds me of Valeera. My sister was also ferocity itself if her family was threatened. Come. We have
That was the boss, wasn't it? To be fair, I have a veteran trinket. I could do with replacing it. Do you want to see something funny? I have 6 trinkets in my inventory. Maybe I should use one of them. I don't know what has happened to me this season so far. I just get nothing but trinkets. Maybe I should be grateful because people are always after trinkets, but I haven't got any of the ones I actually really want yet. I didn't get my Veil Gore Ezorak trinket last night. Someone stole it from me. I'm doing well, thank you, Taranis. Doing well. I'm streaming a day earlier than I usually do because tomorrow Lof and I have a long drive to take up to the north to visit some friends of mine from university and to see one of my friends in a orchestra performance. So that'll be nice. And then hopefully we're back in time for raid on Sunday, because it would be cool to finish the Void Spire raid. Have you raided in the new season yet, Tyrannus? How dare they indeed, Oriella. So rude. I didn't get any tier, I didn't get any good trinkets. I got a pair of shoulders I didn't need, and I won on a pair of boots. I said, fine, I guess it will do. I'll raid lead if you're back late. I have, like, so much faith in you, Rogue. I genuinely believe you could do that. First raid night is tonight for me. Good luck, good luck. Am I right in saying you're a mythic raider? Does that mean that you start on heroic, or do you do normal, heroic, and mythic? Or have I just got everything completely wrong? Sorry if my tanking was a bit chaotic this morning, definitely my weakest role. If it makes you feel any better, Rogue, you were probably the best tank I've had to heal so far. I had a wonderful time healing you. You were like the least stressful tank to heal. So do not worry. You might think it's your weak role, but you did it exceptionally well, so you're all good. This guy always targets me. But maybe it's because it's a ranged thing, but now we're 3 ranged. It's still me. Go away. On a mythic raider, we'll likely work through normal and then go heroic. All 3 difficulties. I'm sure you'll do great. Is the plan to do the Void Spire first? We did the Void Spire last night. Almost did everything, but we got to... Ooh, that was close. 3% on the last boss, on the last pull of the night. So that one's going to die on Sunday. And then we're going to go to the Dream Rift. I didn't get targeted for once. I don't think I've ever been targeted by that. It would be a little bit unfair to do it to melee, but I guess you'd have to do it if you were in a all melee group. But still, I guess it would target like the Resto Druid or the Holy Paladin.
We've done it. One last task remains.
I think so on normal. On higher difficulties, I reckon it depends how Chimeras shapes up against the later Void Spire bosses. I'm fascinated by Chimeras because I've personally never raided in a tier that has a 1 boss raid. It sounds so like goofy. Would be cool to see. I don't have any CA. I got PI! Let's go! I think that's the first one I've got this dungeon. Oh well, we have to use everything now. Potion, CA, everything. Am I going to beat the Destro lock? No, it is demo. I did beat them. Again with the loot. Where is the loot? I don't see her. I also still don't see this training dummy. I still don't have one.
That one day, my sisters will be able to do the same. As for myself, I shall fill these halls
Chimeras is a
with
4th boss tuned boss fight in both difficulty and numbers.
Thank you.
Interesting. Oh, we got our 8th vault slot. Not our 8th. Our... Show me the vault. Oh, yes, our 8th. Okay, I read it right. This is looking healthy, isn't it? That's annoying. Fix it on Sunday. Still can't get the personal resource bar to show up at all. The default one? I guess mine didn't show up at all either. Only show in combat. Do you have this ticked, MechX, in your options? Because that's why I don't have mine. Add customizable health and resource bars to the HUD. Hide health. Do you have this? Hide health and power bars? Oh, I need to leave this group. They said they were doing one more and I asked which one. But it's Terrace. The only thing I could possibly think is that you have an add-on blocking it somehow. But I think, didn't you mention that you turned everything off? I don't know. I'm turning mine off because it's ugly. I got a BOE. We've got one dungeon left, I think, for today. It is Pit. So I actually have to reset my UI. I don't feel like redoing all my add-on settings. Fair enough, to be honest. Okay, well, we're going to queue for our last Mythic Zero for today, but I'm going to take a short break first. I'll see you soon. Okay. Are we ready? Dungeons. Pit. Pit of Siren. Can't do a tour. How do you guys feel about this dungeon rotation for this season? I understand why they've been chosen. Well, actually almost all of them. Maybe Skyreach is a bit of a stretch. But the rest of them thematically do make sense, in my opinion. But Skyreach is nice and fast, so I don't mind. Everyone's just running inside. Guess I'll run inside too then. I haven't been using consumables. I don't super need them now. Old Jaina. I don't like this model, I can't lie. It's very nostalgic to me. With her immovable face.
Not even fit to labor in a quarry. Relish these final moments.
Mama, a girl behind you. Oh.
More than mindless undead.
Oh, we're going. Okay.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
I don't think everyone's even in the dungeon yet. I'm clicking your portal. Why would you ping 3 times? Girl. Still fighting. Yeah. Oh, this mage is going to get on our nerves, I fear. They're a serial pinger. Oh yeah, this is the dungeon that like doesn't have any music. I'm even looping music. There just isn't any here, apparently.
Unlock the
Oh, I shouldn't have popped my second eclipse. That was silly. Well, there is music. It's very weird. Didn't expect to hear woodwind in the pit of Sauron. My nameplate's flying all over the shop because of these ghouls. Okay, if you plant, I can put this down. Wish they would get rid of those super short CD flat damage buffs like Eclipse, Tiger's Fury, and such. Now, when you say get rid, what do we mean? Because Eclipse is my whole thing. Oh.
of Valeera.
Buff everything and get rid of the buff.
Fire Frosto, giant underrats, clean, save boss, great shame for Valeera.
I've never heard that boss's voice line before. No. It's the most boring and lame thing to just have a button that increase your damage every 30 seconds to 1 minute. I see what you're saying. Okay. I think they do have a place, unfortunately. Like, I don't know. I fear that things might feel a little bit too streamlined and maybe a bit flat if we were to take away things like that. I don't know. Maybe removes a little bit of that ebb and flow of the damage, you know? If you're kind of constantly doing X amount of damage, as opposed to if you press this ability, you could have 16 seconds of doing more damage. Give us something fun to use instead. What would you suggest? What would you like to see? I don't mind. This new Druid Eclipse system feels better than I thought it would, because you can talent into Total Eclipse, which I actually haven't, but Total Eclipse has a chance to put you into both eclipses at the same time when you enter one. So sometimes you get, you know, the option to just have a free celestial alignment, which feels quite fun. When you don't get that proc, entering an eclipse does feel a little bit boring, in my opinion. But CA still feels really cool, but that's very different from just regular eclipse, I would say, because that's a major cooldown. Did we pull? These schools. They're just doing their own little thing. Oops. That was a bit messy.
Worthless gnat. Death is all that awaits you. Do not think that I shall permit you entry.
I think a fun big hitting ability would add more to a rotation than just a flat damage buff button. Oh, are you suggesting one big hit as opposed to a buff? Could be interesting. But then you wouldn't want to give every class something like that, or they'd all feel a bit the same. Oh gosh. Frost mages have Glacial Spike, which, at least back in the day, used to hit really hard, which felt kind of fun. But they have that ability pretty often, in my opinion, so I guess they had to make it not incredibly broken. But it's also not a cooldown, you know, so it's somewhere in the middle. But that's an occasion where you know, hurl a massive thing at someone for hopefully lots of damage. And I mean, I could, if I wanted to, spec into new moon or full moon. I can just rip a full moon out of orbit and crash it down onto someone. That does feel very satisfying. I kind of miss playing with it, but it's apparently been suboptimal for many, many patches now. It's kind of Fury of a Loon or nothing. In Shadowlands, when we first got the full moon, it was so funny. And you could convoke the spirits. And with a particular legendary, which is now a talent, you can like cool down up to 3 full moons in one convoke, which was very funny. Now a lot of the classes are the same with the short cooldown damage buff stuff. I suppose you're right, yeah, this is true. Maybe it's just like easier to scale when it's just a flat buff type of thing as opposed to individual damage from specific abilities. This is a bit ambitious. This little mini boss kind of sucks. Wasn't so bad. Let's hope people know what to do here. We were hitting all the bone piles on the outside. Guess I'm gonna stand at range. Oh, here we go. That was good. Again, we didn't get any loot, right? We got nothing. Oh. And we didn't get the eye either. Thank you, bye. Oh, the monk is complaining they didn't get anything in the last 2 dungeons. You'll be okay, honey. Right, all of our dungeons are done for today, which is good.
King himself can stand when alliance and horde set aside their differences and
Mythic Zero's done. I had considered doing the campaign, but actually this is the campaign quest, is finishing the raid, so never mind. Could I do LFR? Get some tier. I actually don't know what the Dream Rift boss does. Chimera's tears a hole in reality, inflicting physical damage to its current target. Nature damage to several players. Victims are knocked into the air and gain on sight. Allows them to see manifestations within the Aln for 40 seconds. Chimera unleashes an unearthly roar, inflicting nature damage and causing manifestations to emerge. Dream Rift is fairly simple. Really only the tanks have to do their jobs properly. DPS only kill ads and don't stand in bad. Well, I can do both of those things. I'd rather not heal, even though it would give me a faster queue. I don't mind healing dungeons, but raid just sounds like a bad time. Anyway. Oh, we got the Dream Rift. Well. Are you supposed to... You supposed to stand in this? Nature damage to several players. Maybe on LFI you just get selected. Well, wish us luck. You can get tier from this, I think.
A manifestation lies deep in the rift above. If it is not stopped soon, it could destroy
I am in M+ talents.
even the Shuka cannot reach so deep without risking any lives.
Didn't consider that.
You can slay this malformed creature before it threatens lands beyond the rift of Alpha.
This is cool. It kind of reminds me of Ardenweald. Oh, we have to fly. Okay. Kind of reminds me of like Tierna Scythe. If I don't use Fury of Valoon, I can change my talent loadout before the boss. I pressed it. I'm an idiot. I pressed it twice. Oh dear. Force of habit. And also, we just aren't leaving combat right now, so... Quick! Uh... Raid. Nope, too late. Okay, they're emerging. Who's getting upheaved? Me!
Katya, may I please have a sip of water?
Hydration check. Katya, may I please have a sip of water? Hydration check. Drink water, mind your business. I'm doing fine damage-wise for M+ talents. No, I just entered my eclipse. I knew he was gonna fly. Oh, he's kind of pretty though. Maybe not the boss himself, but the mechanics he has are cool. It's got the Azurite sound effect, which is a bit startling, honestly. Makes me think like I'm in BFA. He is very close to them this time. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Why? I don't get it. They were tanking him so well before. This is gonna suck. How weird. Do you not think that was going so smooth until that phase? Maybe the other tank had aggro and they didn't know what to do. Yeah. The first tank was doing a great job. I think the second one maybe doesn't know what they're doing. I understand the mechanics, it's just I think the tank that knew what they were doing was in the phase. I understand. Yeah, I shouldn't have said I don't understand. I know why we wiped. What I mean is I don't understand why people forgot the mechanics at the end of the fight, because the whole fight went so well. I think it was just the tank letting it slide a little bit. Oof, they died very fast. Oh my goodness. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah, we're already a little scary close. Where is this guy going? Honestly, yeah, I taunted it. Um, Oh, really? The tank gripped one of the ads. Right, right. Can I see this? Nope. We killed it in time. Whee! That was a bit stressful. But we did it. We got a Dream Rift Vanquisher's Argent Trophy. There is a belt, which we don't need. The stuff we don't need. The trinket. Oh! No! I rolled an 82. That would have been so big. I think the second LFR boss of Void Spire was my favorite. The Voracious? The one that stands still off the edge of the platform. Not sure which one was my favorite.
Let the void consume itself.
If only you had embraced your true strength, Valeera, you could have avoided so much pain.
You want to see my true strength? I'll show it to you firsthand.
I quite liked the dragon boss fight. The two dragons. I just struggle a little bit with like the camera angle. Because you have to keep the bosses apart. But being a Moonkin, it's good to have dots on both of them and Starfall up all the time for the cleave. But one's always behind me. And then there's also mechanics that I feel like I have to turn around for all the time so I can pay attention. Gets a bit over stimmy. Oh, we heroed. We better go then, hadn't we? I'm still in M plus talents, by the way. Maybe I'll just do the whole of LFR in M plus talents. Who cares? Honestly, I could see why this boss would wipe LFR runs. Okay. I'm topping the meters. Wow. That's better. And I have no eclipses. See, this is the corner you get backed into as a balanced druid now. Really hope the tanks know what to do. Oh no. Ooh. The priest gripped him to the ad at the last second. Thank goodness. I was standing just like next to it, and the ad was just outside the circle. He got it. I think he understands what to do now. Oh my god. No, the enrage. Yeah. Putting a boss like that first in an LFR or in a raid feels so mean for the sake of LFR. I think people usually walk in to LFR, especially the first boss, and just think, oh, it'll just fall over, I'll just hit it. I won't hang around here if we keep wiping to people not knowing mechanics. I don't want the tier that badly, I don't think. We do Aversion, Voracious, and Salhadar. Okay. Honestly, all three of those bosses could be a bit yikes if people don't know mechanics. Excuse me. I did it. I can press Wrath again now. Oh boy. Yeesh. Yeah, so we've got one tank that doesn't know mechanics. Yeah, I think the tank that knows the mechanic is trying to taunt both of the slams to guarantee that they get it right. I think, honestly, with my CA not being up for another minute 20, I'm just going to press Convoke in a regular Eclipse. I know that's like jail, but it's probably better than not pressing it for over a minute. Will we kill it before we get the next tic-tac-toe? I honestly don't know. Shadows advance in 10 seconds. I think we'll be okay. Oof, thank goodness. What do we have? A veteran cloak, transmog, 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 and transmog. Yeah. Could he drop anything good? No, honestly. Voracious has a tier hand, and Salhadar tier shoulder. At least we did it.
The host is everywhere. We need to divide and conquer.
Then do it. We'll meet up once you're done smiting our foes.
This could be just what Zalatath wants. Mother, father, be careful.
Okay, but they switched Selafar back to having to roll for loot. It is kind of... It's like a big letdown, doesn't it? When you have a really good trinket or tier or something, the carrot dangling in front of your eyes, and you just have to hope. The invisible RNG feels less cruel, in my opinion.
Wait, is that Everdawn? She went missing soon after we entered the Void Storm.
Power grows in the belly of an ancient
Pigeon.
They should at least prevent people from rolling need if they own higher item level stuff already, because people just need everything no matter if they actually need it or not. I thought that was a thing where it was like protection from that. Because we had an issue in Manaforge Omega with a raider who... I can't remember what they did. They had something equipped already, and then we did a boss that dropped their bis piece. They unequipped the item, which allowed them to roll need on it. Not good. That's like the most touch grass type of people, do you know? Like, you care that much that you're willing to just like lie your way to it. That's crazy. Also, we've pulled. No, we haven't. I'm wrong. Yes, we have. I am right. Kaboom. Yeah, we don't play with that person anymore. That is not even a like benefit of the doubt situation. That's a no. You knew exactly what you were doing, and we don't want you to raid with us anymore. guess I can eat my Flora Frenzy. Sounds kind of yummy, I guess. The vegetarian dish, which I think is such an adorable touch to this game. I don't think my troll would be vegetarian. Actually, I don't know. The druid, she's very in touch with nature. But she'd love a good leaf. That kind of greedy bullshit is why I stopped raid leading a decade ago. Got so tired of dealing with the little kids fighting about loot. Yeah, it's tiring. It's boring boots. Our guild has a very good kind of mutual understanding when it comes to loot. Plus, Loth has very kind of like rigid guidelines on how gearing works, and I mean, it worked last night. We literally raid on the case of when a boss dies and all that loot pops up. No one touches anything until it's like being talked about, and there's a very rigid way in which gear is dished out to people, which makes perfect sense in my opinion. And I mean, if there's people, outliers that, you know, try and go against it, they'll A, be outnumbered, and B, either be reprimanded or, you know, lose their spot in the raid. Because you don't raid to gear, you gear to raid. Oh, well. That's the same thing. Hope people know what to do. Although I have quite a good deal of control in this situation. Try and force things to stay near the wall. We're good. Who's transmorphed as Bran right now? I just heard those webs will summon the Rubians. Don't stand in them. I didn't try doing the boss like further at range. I ended up staying in melee range because of these rings. The closer in you are, the easier the rings are to dodge. So I guess that is the play. And also it's where a lot of the like healing, AoE healing is going to be, right? I'm gonna wait for my next eclipse until we get these guys come down. Oof, that was close. Bran, be quiet. Still gaming? Are things going well? Hi Bowman, welcome back. Yes, things are going well, more or less. We finished our round of dungeons for the day. We are currently in LFR, which is the lowest difficulty of the new raid. We didn't get the tier token. While it is the lowest difficulty, you are in an uncoordinated group of random people, so that increases the difficulty. Because you just have to trust that people know mechanics. Because sometimes you can't just hit boss with stick and it die. You do have to do things. But we did the Dream Rift boss, so we did the weird, like, abomination creature, this guy. Didn't get anything good. I did get a decor piece, to be fair, I lie. And now we are in the Void Spire. So we've done Aversian, which is like a tic-tac-toe boss. And we've just done Voracious, and we have one last boss, which is just through this doorway. Trying to get as much gear as we can, and honestly I'm here to see if I can get a tier piece. I've got one more chance. Oh, also the person that is Bran is called Barbie Biscuit. I'll let them off. That's a great name. Might try that when I get to 90. Hitting thing with stick is all certain classes can do. Sometimes a little bit of brain power is required to play World of Warcraft, unfortunately. Even if it's just brain power to say, I will hit boss with stick, but I should hit boss with stick while standing over here. Sometimes that's all you need. And sometimes you don't even get that. Like we did earlier. We wiped on the first boss because the tank didn't know where to stand. It's like, yeah, you can keep hitting the boss with stick. But if you don't hit boss with stick over here, the boss is going to hit us back with stick and it's going to hurt a lot more. Sometimes maybe you just have to explain boss mechanics very, very bunga. Take boss's stick away to hit it with it. I did not notice these conduits in yesterday's raid. I must not have been paying much attention in these trash packs. Okay. Last boss of this wing. Again, we have one tank that seems to know what they're doing, because again, this is kind of like a tank dance boss. And I mean, yeah, we'll just see. I feel like the second boss out of this wing is probably the easiest to do with LFR. Imperator might be second easiest. Maybe this one's the hardest, I don't know. Yeah, the...
I mean, obviously,
Move him, move him. Oh my gosh. I thought that was gonna hurt like crazy. That's better. That's why I'll never tank. One guy just wiping everyone. Depending on the bosses, anyone could wipe the raid, so I wouldn't worry about that stopping you from tanking. But yes, I would say that tanking... Personally, I would feel more pressure as a tank than I do as a DPS or a healer. Oh, I should be killing the orbs. That's my bad. You can't CC them on LFR either. Good to know. Wait, I can't just hit the boss with a stick? There's nothing in the rulebook saying you can't, Oriella. So I mean, you can try. You tank DPS or heal and raid, by the way? Typically I DPS. I play a balanced druid, which is a ranged DPS spec. I don't mind healing, but I prefer to heal in dungeons where there's only 5 people, as opposed to raid. You see all these colorful boxes on the side here? These are all different players. In LFR, there's up to 30 of you. We've got 25 right now. And that's just a lot of people to take care of as a healer, so I prefer to DPS as in raid. But in dungeons so far, I've honestly done more healing than DPS. Usually if I do dungeons with my guildies, the 3 DPS spots are full already. So I can switch to healer on this character. So I don't miss out. She's off healing Mythic if we go there. She just doesn't know it yet. If that were the case, I'd rather be a priest, honestly. Resto sounds horrible to play in Mythic. Yippee! Oh! The tear dropped. Now we just have to hope. Volatile Void Suffuser. Your healing spells. Never mind. Wraps of Cosmic Madness. This sounds important. Let me check if my trinket site is up yet. No, it's not. Okay, what about my abyss list? Oh, it's B tier. Need. I lost. Tier need. I lost. Damn it. Oh well. Worth a shot. I think I'd rather throw a pet at the boss. Like a true hunter, Oriella. Okie dokie. Well, we successfully did LFR. It was a little bit bumpy, but we did it. Damage was good too, look at that. What else is on our list? Battlegrounds, honestly. You have a catalyst charge, don't you? Or I already have one. I've got a hero headpiece, but I don't have any tier yet, so I should wait. But that's nice, having one slot already at hero that I could catalyze if I needed to. Time for a sacrifice to Lucifer. Funny thing, tier is the German word for animal. Ah, I did not know that. What would we rather do right now? Two battlegrounds or some priest stuff? Hmm. I can't choose. I could do the Den of Nalarak, even though it's not a seasonal dungeon. I'm going to check if there's a group for it anyway, because people will still be doing non-seasonal dungeons. Oh. Can you not do non-seasonal dungeons on Mythic? Oh, never mind. Maybe I should do... I'm not doing a follower dungeon. You can't make me. Specific. If I were to queue for this... as a DPS or healer, how long would that take? That's not even going to give us gear, it will just give us reputation. But I like reputation too. We're only 5 levels away from completing Silvermoon Court already, which I find outrageous. This is War Within. We're almost 16 with Silvermoon Court. The others are kind of falling behind. I have 1 slot of hero, just waiting for a second piece. Very nice. Follower dungeon isn't all that bad. They actually do decent damage. That wasn't the case for me in the past. I've kind of taken forever doing follower dungeons. Why? Yeah, so did I.
Very upset.
I mean, do I also want to heal it? I don't know. No grub run. No orphanage. Okay. What are my profession weeklies? Fill alchemy crafting orders. I haven't done that for a while, actually. You're providing all of your reagents, so I can make this for you. Oh, I have to use a lot of concentration to make this at the right rank. Oh, you want max rank too? That one didn't take anywhere near as much concentration though. Well, that's that done.
The eternal sun guides us.
What about herbalism? What would you like? And do I have it already?
Return when you need more.
Collect 20 tranquility bloom.
The eternal
Well, darling, I have 600 of them.
Senu Aminore.
I'm sure you can take a couple. One alchemy knowledge versus 3 herbalism. That feels mean. Honestly, I'm going to leave this queue. Don't be silly. I need to spec into potion prowess, and then we're 5 points away from being able to make potion cauldrons, which will be very good. And then I'm funneling all my knowledge into botany at the moment for herbalism. I've maxed out Bountiful Harvest and the Bloombringer, so I have a higher chance of getting Nocturnal Lotuses from Tranquility Blooms. But before I funnel them into the rest, I thought I should fill out botany first. What are the last recipes I need before I show up to raid again with my files? These are profession only. And this one just says become more versatile. Flask of the Blood Knights recipe, wow. In order to be able to research this, the tooltip says become more versatile. This means drink a flask of Thalassian resistance. My goodness. Oh, did I sell them? No, I have one in my inventory. That's good. It worked. Research. Okay. Is that all of the files? Show, unlearned, not potions, files, profession, PvP. That's it, right? So now I can show up to raid with my cauldrons, and people will have the option of every combat file. I have Blood Knights, which is haste, mastery, crit, and verse. That works. Now I don't need to be embarrassed. No, I know, I'm mostly kidding. The ice in the water I left on my desk before I went to my friend still hasn't melted. I'm impressed. How cold is it in that room, Bowman? My goodness. Do you know what? Oh, let's quickly visit the upgrade NPC. So I probably have quite a few crests at this point. I have a bunch of veteran ones. Do I have any veteran gear left? Hero, champion. I think everything's going to be champion, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I still have this adventurer ring. Gross. Is there anything I really want to upgrade? Crit haste, speed, cloak. We're going to get a cloak from the raid on Sunday from completing the quest. This quest gives you... I'm going to get the probably... Well, actually... Mastery crit. I guess the Voidbreaker's cape. Which is going to be an upgrade to my crit haste one. So I probably better not upgrade that. Champion chest. Maybe my weapon, actually. Crit verse. Go for it. Mastery crit waste is actually kind of nice. I don't know, but this might explain why I'm always freezing. Oh, Bowman, you gotta stay warm. Why is everything I have mastery verse? Mastery verse. Crit verse. Haste. I'm tempted to upgrade this. And then that will do me. That puts me at 253. I could send 20 hero crests on this, but probably not worth it for 4 item levels. Okay. That was everything on my list for today. Alrighty. That is going to be all from me for today. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. I hope you enjoyed. Yes, I do need to do my Battleground weekly. I decided that wasn't the vibe for today, so we'll leave that for maybe Monday or something, where I can do one off stream and one on stream if they're like... It's not like the thing I want to be doing on stream, if I'm being honest, but I suppose we could like actually do PvP and for a change. Like it would at least wake me up a little bit. Next stream next week? Yes, I'm away all of this weekend. I'm driving a really long way tomorrow, so I'm not live tomorrow, so I went live today instead. I won't be back until latest Sunday, so I will get a new stream schedule out on Sunday evening or Monday. And actually, I thought about this yesterday. Probably going to have to move our usual Wednesday streams, because rather than streaming at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, I think I'd rather still stream at 4 p.m. local time, but on a different day. So maybe we do Monday, Thursday, Friday, just because that gives us more streams post-reset than pre. Sometimes like Monday, Tuesday, you kind of run out of things to do. I suppose now we've got like daily lockouts of mythic dungeons and stuff, so there's always that to do. But post reset, we can always do like weeklies and stuff. So I will get a finalized stream schedule up for next week on Sunday or Monday. Thank you again for joining me. It's been a pleasure to have you. For now, I wish you all a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Have a great rest of your week. Have a lovely weekend, whatever you get up to, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Bye.